back to the Brilhaven Tavern. Tomorrow's the day. Wrong button. What? Followers? None. What do I need for Alonzo? Alonzo forces the landowner to make a choice. Yep. So I also need courage to talk to Alonzo. Not now. I don't have anything to increase my courage. I got the flu really bad. Yeah. Even if I don't have a voice, I can still do gutturals. Like, no matter how sick I am, I can still do gutturals the same. Highs are what I never really learned. Like, I'd need to sing for a bit and practice for a bit before I can do it on command for that day. And by day, I mean like 2 hours.
So?
Wonderful.
Like gutturals, I can just pop those out whenever because I've been doing them for so long. Like, I did listen to black metal, but I never really sang along with any of it.
Wonderful.
I think, like, Mayhem. Mayhem was pretty great. But, God, what was the, Dimmu Borgir. Dimmu Borgir started branching me off in different music genres. But otherwise, I used to listen to black metal and alternative rock. And then eventually got into melodic death metal via Dimmu Borgir. Because they had more melodic things. And then I found Scar Symmetry, Sonata Arctica. Right? I think. Arcona. Arch Enemy from there. Let me
All right then.
go back to...
Let's go.
Sure. See, I never got into Cradle of Filth. Job for a Cowboy was one that I liked. Furtive Monologue.
Beg pardon?
Great song.
Now what am I to do? Inside.
I see.
Like, I've filled in for bands similar to The Job for a Cowboy. Because, like, pig squeals. Ah, fuck. Yeah, no, I'm not going to try that at the moment. It's been years since I've done pig squeals. Yeah. Like, even my highs still are kind of low, but whatever. Well, let's do it. Let's debate this bastard.
It's you.
You're that elder who offered up the sanctress on a platter. A bloody end to a holy woman. Classic. I've heard you've been parading around trying to be a people pleaser. But where's the beauty in that? Shall I let you join? Retinue? Okay. So you can see the world through true beauty. Allow me to give you a crash course.
Just imagine it.
Everyone, listen not to empty words or ideas, but to what your eyes have been telling you. Beauty is this world's most precious commodity. Yeah. I learned how to do gutturals about 20 years ago now, actually. Still have yet to fuck up my voice, and that's probably why I can even when I'm sick and don't have a voice, I can still do those. Yeah. One of the other things I'm actually pretty good at is falsetto. I can go higher than the highest note in I Believe in a Thing Called Love from the darkness, and I can go higher than the highest note in Say Amen from Panic at the Disco. I learned that one just because that note, because it's super fun to go real goddamn high. So yeah, I also do Bee Gees at karaoke, and that throws a lot of people off because I look like a discount 80s metalhead. Even the mightiest soldiers and politicians bow in the presence of true beauty. So shouldn't it follow that the most beautiful among us be displayed on the throne?
In such an exquisite world.
How narcissistic. Once I am king, I will expel all that is unattractive and repugnant. I will create a radiant nation of only beautiful things. So if you slightly look like a gremlin, he's executing you? Painkiller highs. Send me an example on Discord. Song would be just fine. Painkiller sounds real familiar, and I'm fairly certain I've listened to them. Yeah, fucking some of the Jurassic Priest. Okay. Let me actually put that in right now. Painkiller, Judas Priest. I actually saw Judas Priest live recently. They were playing with Sabaton. Yeah. I feel like there's a Painkiller band that I've seen. Yeah. Fucking Guts of a Virgin. I do remember that. I listened to that around the same time I listened to Zombie Hate Brigade. You're good. Don't feel bad, I understand. What's this bloody narcissist about? Milo is playing to his group of diehard followers. Ooh, beauty is deeper than our skin. What are your policies, though? I'm gonna try to stab him. What are your policies, though?
Hang on a second.
3 inches of blood. Stupid ads. 3 inches of blood reminds me so much of King Diamond. The Bee Gees of black metal. You waste everyone's time by failing to discuss any real policies. As I said, my policy is to exile all who fail to meet my standard of elegance. Vagrants, for instance, shall be banished from sight. That's not bad. The city's vagrancy problem is out of control. And Rido isn't talking about any real policies either. He's just attacking Milo. I just asked a question.
Tea always wins.
These people are true connoisseurs of beauty. Fate didn't swing in our favor.
Give it a shot.
Eloquence and imagination.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Thank you, thank you. Today is the day of the soiree.
Last,
Right. Everyone, soiree will be held tonight at the feast hall Luis is staying at. Let's go over our roles one more time.
Got it?
Middle to the end? Figured I'd ask that way instead. First, we'll all greet Luis together. Let him know we showed up. Excepting Gallica, of course. She stays hidden, so he only sees one person go missing. Once we're clear of him, the captain and Gallica slip out with all speed and head for Luis's gauntlet runner. Yeah, like, clear of him, Gallica's speedrunner, thank you. Heisme, Hulkenberg, and I will keep tabs on Luis, and buy whatever time we can. Understood. We have one objective. Take the curse formula from Luis's Skyrunner. Gotta be something medical. I think Ariana Grande got skinny because she took a role in something. I think that's what the article I was reading about it said. But regardless, she does... No. Like, it's concerning to me. If that's what she needed to do to get a part, no. That part needed to not exist. Health over money, in my opinion. No, I mean, like, now you can see, like, outline of her sternum. Like, it's... No.
All right.
All hangs on this mission. His Highness and Prince at the very kingdom itself are at stake. I know I'm acting like I'm calling the shots here, but honestly, you're the one we're depending on. Once you're in, if you run into any guards, it'll be on you to take them out quick. We can't have them raising the alarm. Oh, yeah. Like, that was also unhealthy and scary. I did not like that for Christian Bale. Like, imagine starving yourself that much. Because he also had no muscle, so if he was trying to burn off calories, he had to either eat nothing and work out poorly until he got that skinny, or just eat absolutely nothing and loaf around all day. I would hate that. Yeah. I haven't seen it fully. I've seen, like, snippets, but I've never actually seen it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Let's watch ourselves out there. All of us. Okay. We move at nightfall.
Sharp soldiers all. They carry themselves with more poise than Martira's guards.
They comprised the most elite unit of the military until Luis's secession. Now they are his private guard.
I don't see Luis, those brothers, or that songstress. But this many people here means the runner's got to be all but empty.
Shh, they're here.
Glad you made it. Could stand to loosen up a little, though. What's got you lot so wound up?
Well, you have to admit, the assembled company is more than a little intimidating.
You'll get used to that. You'll have to if you want to survive. Hey, pups.
Hmm. Where's that Ishkia man? The lanky old chap with the glasses.
He's keeping watch over our gauntlet runner.
What? Don't feel safe leaving your gauntlet runner empty? As you like, I suppose.
I don't see that songstress, Juna. Is she not coming?
Ah, she's under the weather. Poor girl went and lost her voice. Not many others could refuse an invitation from Lord Luis and live to tell it.
You're looking forward to having another chat with her, eh? What a shame. Zell got a bit droopy about missing her, too.
God's sake, Baz, belt up. There he is!
I'm glad you could make it.
I feel somewhat out of place.
No need to be modest. Standing in attendance here proves you've won my approval. Everyone recognizes that. Now, while the drinks in their cups have yet to reach their heads, let's get the formality of introductions out of the way.
Okay, well, in West Philadelphia, born and raised, and the playground is where I spent
Today
most of my
we
days.
welcome a most emboldening addition to our ranks. Doubtless you've heard of the young candidate who brought great shame to Sanctifex Forden. Before you stands the young man himself.
Anyway, continuing. Yes.
Indeed, I was much surprised to learn he brought that sanctuarist forward with the intent of winning my regard. Commendably bold. Now, let us greet our new allies with warmth and pride.
Ooh.
If my sword will be of use, you have it.
It's your life on the line now, boy.
Don't go losing it too quick now.
The rest of the night is yours to drink in. Enjoy the party. Go. We'll take care of the rest.
Hey, new boy. Slow down. Wouldn't be wise to snub a ranking officer now, would it?
Well, look who it is. The only blowhard who showed up to the competition with a
I do
head
know Mutiny
smaller than
Within.
his own.
Chris Clancy is still one of my favorite
You want to
vocalists.
say that again?
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, Mutiny Within. Chris Clancy ended up going off and doing Wearing Scars as well. I have the Origin album, their original album. Their second album, they never... Well, Mutiny Within, second album, never got a physical release.
All right.
It doesn't help that I'm also still sick and trying to get my voice back.
Look.
I don't use that as an excuse, but... The lift to Luis's quarters is over there. We need to be careful, so let's sneak in quick. Hang on. There are guards in front of the lift. Of course they're watching this door. I don't think they're looking this way, though. Let's see if we can sneak a peek. Yeah. I don't think they're looking this way, though. Let's see if we can sneak a peek. Oblivion is a great song from that album. What's going on? We can't afford to get slowed down. We don't have a choice. We'll have to look for a way around. Aye, come here a moment. Wait, what are you doing? I heard that alert this morning, eh? Just making sure all the extra security measures are in working order. Nice. So were you gonna fill in just for a show if you got the part, or was it like after Chris more so, or after the band basically started to break up temporarily? Falling Forever is a good song too. That entire album's just good. Making me want to listen to it again. I think I'll do that when I'm at my fucking vehicle appointment today. Alright, the bridge is locked and I can't get in. Give me a hand, will you? Gabio is on duty, isn't he? What's he doing locking that door? Well, I heard someone saw Lady Juna enter the bridge. Wait, you don't mean... Are they alone in there? What do you think's going on?
Yeah.
That's great, this is our chance.
No way.
Oh no, the key's not working. There's one that worked before. Maybe they changed the lock somehow. They were just talking about some extra security measures.
Good.
This isn't good. What do? We don't have much time. Around the break of Christmas Day. Out of nowhere, summer dropped out. Yeah. I know part... That wasn't part of the reason why that band went on quote-unquote indefinite hiatus. Because the money lost through piracy of that CD, so the band became in debt to wind up or some stupid thing. Like, it was 100% a dumb reason. Like, they had more torrented copies of the CD by like 2 or 3 times more than what sold. Like, if I remember correctly, it was like 1.5 million torrent hits on that CD. Like, I bought it, but I wanted mine to stay unopened for a while, so I also torrented it. So I contributed to that number. But years later, my ex ended up stealing the CD, so I got a new one, and I didn't want to pay for sealed copy, so yeah. So I got the CD again. This isn't good. What do? We don't have much time.
No, we just keep up the charade as long as we can.
Might I have a moment, please?
Stroll, if I recall. I've heard you're a titled noble. Yet you stand behind a commoner candidate.
See, the only advanced versions of ones that I've gotten, Hurt. I have, Jay ended up sending me handwritten lyrics to a couple songs that I really like by them. Better is one. Abusive Sid is another. But he handwrote those lyrics, sent them to me with their CD, The Crux. And I got it about a month and a half earlier than everyone else. So that was fucking great. Then I went to their release show, and that one was also really good. Archetype of Destruction. Justify, yeah. So one's from the second CD. I didn't listen to the second CD too much. Like, I listened to it maybe like 2 or 3 times all the way through. I just don't like digital only. Because I like popping it into my car and then just listening to it on a drive. If I can't do that, then I usually don't listen to the CD. But because their third CD, Origin, was actually physical, I do that with that one. But yeah, fucking Jay sent me those lyrics. He sent me the CD. Got that early. Then there was another band. I'm not going to say the name of the band because I did vocals on it and it actually credits me. But they mastered the CD, gave me the raws for the mixes, and then gave me the CD early as well. I was like, fuck yeah. It was a melodic death metal band. Yeah. The first one hit really well. The third one, I think, is better than the second. Probably because I've listened to it more, but still. Yep.
I stand with a candidate who's proven he has power and potential. Besides,
it actually has my full real name, so I'm definitely not. I'll say they're from Colorado.
A village called Harlia.
Certainly. It was the first village to be destroyed by the human menace.
Only because help never came. They requested reinforcements, but the army wouldn't spare a single soldier. Are the rumors true that was by your decision?
That is true.
But why?
To save this country.
Stroll.
The Fool King and the fossils of the Sanctus Church refused.
So do you play any instruments still? Or do you just do vocals? Because I want to do some random songs again.
You could see Harlia burning as far as the palace battlements. Confronted with that balefire, those old men could no longer deny the human threat.
Your balefire cost hundreds of innocent lives.
Do I offend you? Are you...
I haven't played anything in years minus musical theater. I played guitar for them, but that's kind of it.
The natural blessings you enjoyed are not...
I want to say 2017, 2018 was the last time I've done original music.
Just to survive. But our nation would have you believe such hardship is born of moral weakness. So the punished are punished further. They die in silence like livestock. Their reality denied. It defies reason. All people deserve the chance to fight for their lives with their lives. Some will fall, some will triumph, and therein is true equality forged, however cruel. I am not one to stand idly.
But yeah, I kind of want to make a mellow death song at the moment.
And yours shall not be in vain.
I can do
A valuable conversation.
I can write drum parts on computer, but I can't play it. 2014-ish.
Humblest apologies. He's a young heart and hasn't yet learned to temper his words.
No worries. Truth told, I'd take him over the sycophants.
That brat's nowhere to be seen. Where'd he slip off to? He couldn't have. Let's go have a look around, Hector.
Of course they didn't voice this part. At this rate, the guards will come back. If we miss this opportunity, we won't get another.
What?
Wait, what? I felt a strange sensation like my body's being pulled downward. Oi, what's going on? Wasn't a takeoff scheduled for tonight. Takeoff? Wait a second. You mean the runner's taking off? Why is this happening now? That wasn't part of the plan. We're gaining speed. What's our course?
Oh no. Oh no.
Hang on, this is bad. Gotta change flight path. We'll ram straight into the sphere of water. The whole area's thick with distortion from the magla. If we get too close, the whole damn craft will tip. What do we do? All the commotion's going to have this place full of panicking guards. If we stay put, they'll find us. Come on, follow me. Let's retreat to the deck for now. Aww. Yeah, Chris, I know for a while Chris was also doing vocal lessons for people and teaching them how to scream like him. And he also was taking payment for mixing songs, which I think is actually really cool. Like that, at the time I was trying to get the band I was in to get something recorded to send to him to be like, please mix this. I want you to touch something I've touched. Him and Christian both.
What was that?
The floor's sudden. Oh, sure. Now you voice act this.
Whoa.
A band before that.
What's going on?
Scar symmetry.
That soldier from earlier
For
was
Christian.
freaking out about some effect from a magla
If
crystal.
that's what you're saying.
Maybe this is it.
Band before that. I can't remember the name of the guy. Oh. Okay. Bye, Gallica. Bye, MC. Yeah, right now I live in a small town. And there's a guy that plays drums where I work, and I'm like, you want to do a cover band? He was like, honestly, maybe. August Burns Red is fucking great. One that I do know is Eric Brown.
A lot.
Drummer to Necrogoblicon and His solo project is Rainbow Dragon Eyes. But yeah, Eric's also done music for The Messenger, Sea of Stars. See, one of the things I want to do is like a band that never met type thing. And have it to where songs get fully written and we practice independently. Then if we ever do play live, we'll tour all together and then just separate at the end. Yeah. Oh, nice. Are we still standing on the outside of the Charidrius?
No.
I knew it was a big vessel, but this thing looks like it goes on for ages. This isn't going according to plan. I wasn't expecting to get thrown out into the hull. But failure is not an option. I have to think. What can I do to keep this mission on track?
What do we do?
This isn't good. What do we do now?
Huh?
I mean, still aim for the headquarters. Luis's room. There you go. Are you serious? Luis's quarters are all the way on the other end of the runner. But actually, you've got a point. That key ended up being useless, so sneaking in from the outside might be our best bet. You've got a plan, don't you? Some way to get here to Luis's room?
Did you?
Wait, you're just gonna cut across the hull? I mean, if anyone could do it, it's you, but... Are you sure you want to risk it? Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, usually with bands I've been in, I've been the manager. Running the social media, bargaining for shows, making the posters. One of the guys, I'll call him Archer. One of the guys also did posters. So that was at least good on my end. I actually have one of his posters framed because the show that he did that poster for was the show that I last had my last fill of alcohol. Yeah, with like the band that never met thing, you could just randomly do tours in the US, fucking Canada, Mexico, Europe, whatever. And because everyone's so widespread across everything, it'd be a lot easier to get music out to more and more people. That's kind of why I want to do that, is because if the music is good and people do take a liking to it, it would more so spread like a wildfire than just matches slowly being struck. That's the reasoning behind that idea. All right, together we die together. Luis's quarters are straight ahead, all the way at the end. If you're careful, you won't be able. You should be able to jump across the glowing sections by using them as scaffolds. You're losing time. Let's hurry. I'll hide in your bag. Please don't kill us. Scaffold. Yep. Yeah. I didn't know where I was going.
This isn't happening.
Also, I tried turning back a little and he wouldn't.
Okay.
Yep, basically.
Gangway!
Oh.
Look at you. Sweet.
That one was cheap, I feel.
Sweet.
Ah. Sure. Did I just jump into oblivion? No. I don't like this part. It feels weird.
All right.
We actually made it. Got to Luis's quarters. Thought we were gonna die there. You can be so reckless.
This is no
Yeah.
good.
I think we're moving away from the crystal. The runner's going back to normal. If we don't get inside quick, we're dead. We are dead. We'll start to tilt again. We have to jump in that door. Hurry. Wait. Ah! Just in time. If we stayed out there like that, we'd have plummeted. Coincidence or not, it's nice to have a bit of luck on our side. So here we are.
And yet,
This room really is beautiful, huh? Maybe it's got some special spell so nothing falls when it's turbulent?
let's hurry.
Anyway, the formula we're looking for is somewhere in here. Let's hurry and find it. Okay.
Okay.
A magic book. Magic book. Another magic book. Some of these texts are pretty dense. It's like research library in here. Maybe the curse formula's hidden somewhere. Like, I don't know, stashed behind a false panel or something?
Oh, good.
No, wishful thinking. Let's look somewhere else. I mean, where I'd personally put it. Quite the art collection he's got here. This one looks like an exterior shot of the Charidrius.
Incredible.
It's enough just walking around in the runner. This painting really helps put it into perspective just how impressive this vessel is. They say it was originally developed by the state army, and Luis claimed it for his own. To him, it's a symbol of power, no doubt about that. You don't think he hid the formula behind one of those paintings, do you? Still, this place is immaculate. Not a dust mote in sight. Something. It's map.
Check this out.
Let's see. Luis interested in the island somewhere. Wonder why. Surely it's in this plant. Such beautiful flowers. These are the royal flowers. Ones Luis scatters at the royal funeral. Keeping them in this room like this, it's like he's displaying a trophy. Wonder if that's ego of it. If that's the ego of his, will fit inside of a crown. Yep, stumbled over that sentence like a motherfucker. Makes me sick just thinking about it. Let's find the formula quick. We have to save the prince. Bum bum bum. I'm seeing several magic books stacked on a shelf. No formula yet. Let's keep looking. Books on books about magic. The collection this size, he must be pretty passionate about his studies, huh? Guess that's how he managed to craft such a powerful curse. Now's not the time to be speculating on his hobbies. Doesn't seem like the formula's on the shelf, so let's look elsewhere. Can't get it open. Looks like a storage closet, but it's shut pretty tight. Let's visit this later. Let me talk to the bookshelf again. What is it? Find something? Hold up, is that? Bum bum bum.
Look!
That's the same novel you have. Okay.
Why would Luis? It's a forbidden text. So there shouldn't even be many copies left.
That's impossible.
Do you think Luis is actually reading this? If so, it doesn't seem like he's really getting its message. Wait, in there! There's a hidden box.
Why would you keep something like that?
Which one has the prince's curse? Oh, forget it! We'll just take the whole box!
What are you doing here?
I was looking for something.
Looking for something.
Not even bothering to hide it.
Hey, didn't you just come out of the storage room? What were you doing in there?
You're that fairy from before. Count Luis gave me permission to come and go as I please in his private quarters.
Hey, didn't I hear you had a sore throat or something? They said you lost your voice, but you sound fine to me.
Call her out.
I get it now. You snuck in this room last time too, didn't you? Wow, you're a real repeat offender.
I'm really losing my touch.
You can't lose what you never had.
So, remember how I said I'd keep my eyes on you? Well, I have to say, I like what I see.
Hey, get away from him!
I don't suppose we could keep my little investigation secret. I'll keep quiet about you too, now that we're accomplices.
What exactly are you looking for?
Can't say, but I'll ask you no questions either. That makes us even, right? So, your little cohort cases the place first, leaving you to slink in once you've got the brief. Pretty sharp.
Hey, I'm not just a little cohort. I have a proper name, and it's Gallica.
Gallica? Your name is Gallica? Wait, does this mean... So you're here for...
Someone's coming!
Well, well. The occupant's absent, but the door's locked. I see why the guards are in a panic.
There's no use hiding. This is quite a turn-up, isn't it? The runt I might have figured for a rat, but even Milord's favorite little songbird? What a scandal! And when he hears it from me, maybe I'll finally get some recognition around here.
We're not doing anything obscene in this room, I swear.
Everything's falling apart! What do we do? I think he's gone. If he'd stayed, he could have trapped us here. Thank goodness he's as stupid as he looks.
I don't know, he
I'll
looks
take
pretty
care of
stupid
this.
to begin with.
Just listen close and act fast. The box you found contains the formula to the curse. I knew it. We both know what you're here for, right? Take what's inside and leave.
Who are you? What are you?
She's a pop star.
Let's survive now. Talk later, shall we?
She told us to run, but we can't just leave her. I say we go after her.
Your attention, everyone. Assembled comrades, let us speak of the old vulture's last grasp at power. The tournament for the throne. It hardly bears saying that the competition is a farce. It is a transparent conceit of the Sanctus Church orchestrated to win Forden the throne. For all who bristle at their hubris, and indeed for the sake of the public. This hollow pageantry must be put to rights, once and for all. And it shall be done by my hand. I hereby announce my formal entry into the competition.
But my lord, Forden would surely never allow you to enter the race midstream.
Why would I care for his permission? The late king's decree was that the crown would go to whoever had won the people's trust, not whoever indulged the church's sideshow. I will enter at my leisure. Should he deny me, Forden will be rightly denounced as the coward he is, and lose the nation's faith. Then all will know he was never the one in control. For all that we believe, and all that we have proven, we shall bring their own dogma down on their heads. Hey! All hail Lord Luis!
We got one sanctoress strung up. Now let's send Forden to the gallows.
He's entering the competition?
Even knowing it was rigged, there's still a lot he could get out of it. He's just been biding his time all along.
Luis.
Unfortunately, I am told we have a rat in our midst, sniffing for morsels at our esteemed colleagues' heels. Wretched rats! If you stand among us tonight, you may tell your master this. I will neither run nor hide. If you think you can stop the rule of power, then come and try.
Luis will be king! Hail King Luis!
That's too many people in support of him.
On it.
They're going outside.
Not good. They're bound to check the Gauntlet Runner. We've got no choice but to chase and stop them.
Oi, new bloke. Didn't hear you shouting Count Luis's name loud enough. Come now, let's hear you cheer with your gut, eh?
Out of the way. I'm busy.
At this rate...
They're drunk. Kick him in the shins. Kick him in the dishpan. Let's do this.
Del! Look! The Caradrius is airborne.
What? Why? You hear anything about a takeoff today?
With its owner out? Impossible. The rat's behind this. You know what's been on my mind? I want to know who took out Zorba. Wouldn't catch me dead sharing drinks with him, but he weren't some half-wit. If it was the Cathedral Guards, they had help.
Think the rat nipped him too?
Lord Luis has plenty of new friends hanging about. I wouldn't be surprised if some think they're clever. And me, I'd start with those stooges who cast all their magic without igniters.
Whoa, Del, eyes up. It's coming down.
Secure the perimeter. Anyone so much as blinks, the orders to kill on sight.
Whoa, Del!
The tall one's voice. I feel like their voices should have been swapped.
This is no good.
Dang it. We're almost out of time. We have to chase them. Let's hurry after Juna and Glottal.
Hurry! Huh?
It's open. Earlier we weren't able to get through. The trip's been turbulent, so maybe the lock broke along the way. Oh. Yeah. And that'd be why Glottal was able to run in here too. Oh, this is bad. All set? No telling what might happen in a situation like this.
We don't have time.
Hang on.
What now?
I did indeed. Yeah, I did. I need a commander higher.
Ready?
I'll stay as the commander. Stop it. I don't know what to do for her voice. That was Juna. I think she's on deck. Well, yeah, how would she have left? Not gonna ignore a distress call. All right, to the deck then. Dum, 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 dum.
No.
I told you to run. You're too soft.
Behave now. I'd hate to stick you through that precious throat of yours. You know, I didn't expect you to actually bother to come. The songbird baited the trap nicely after all. I suppose that settles it. The rats were working together. Must be quite a story behind this. But more importantly, time and time again, you dragged my name through the mud.
Yeah.
And now look who's the traitor. Oh, I'm going to make this hurt. Hector, come.
Hector? Wait, that's your dog? You mean he transformed at your command?
Boop him on the snoot real hard.
Corrupted by melancholia, and still you tamed it. Gladel, why did you hide such an amazing talent? Isn't taking hostages a bit beneath you?
What? Don't you dare patronize me. You think I don't realize it? I'm not strong, I'm no towering Rassant war hero. All I've got is my wits, damn you. How could I win a rigged game but through foul play?
Foul play?
And now, I'll wipe those arrogant smiles off their faces.
Yeah.
I should be the man being served and worshipped. Me, no one else. And yet every time, I watch them surpass me in everything I did. That bastard Luis included. They've been thorn after bloody thorn in my side, but that all ends today. I'll offer you up on a silver platter, and one day, the world will know me as its rightful ruler.
Oh my, you're pathetic.
I told you to shut your damned mouth!
He has... I mean, I'm just saying, the fusion dance was wonderful in that series. But the Guy Glottal has high ambitions with being the ruler of the world, but it's like his plan to do so is basically just rolling dice and hoping for a nat 20.
Go, Hector!
Which he has rolled a couple times, obviously.
Don't move.
Right?
That goes for you too, fairy. Unless you'd rather see her pretty little neck bleed.
What do we do?
There
now,
was...
all we can do is make it through this.
One of my friends, I ended up doing her makeup and putting in her contacts for a cosplay competition. And one of the people that came out during that cosplay competition was, they were dressed like that guy and Nina. I can't remember the guy's name. And his daughter was dressed as Nina. And I'm like, that's fucked up, but funny. But my friend went as the villain from Ruby. And the voice actor from The Servant was there. And she's actually friends with the dude. Did they have a dog, though? No, they did not.
If we're not careful about this, Juna might...
But yeah, that friend actually won the cosplay competition. And they kept complimenting the makeup. And I'm like, I did that. And thankfully, she wasn't like, yeah, my friend is in the audience right now that did it. Including putting in these contacts. Because they were full dome contacts, so I actually had to separate her eyelids, then shove it in. I hated that. Right? Juna, join me.
You let your dog do your fighting. You're such a disgrace. He has no pets here. So what's the matter? Are you too scared to fight him alone?
A duel? Have it your way. Come then, we'll do this right.
Sir, that is not a duel.
I am Gladel, and you will kneel
Glottal.
before me as your king. So, who are you to me?
I am the one who would save this country!
Well, that worked better than I expected. This is bad. That guy is near the top of the candidate rankings. That means the royal magic will make him invincible to us.
You have the right of it. You fell for it. She brought you straight to me. Now I have you, and I'll ensure your suffering is long and painful.
Do it.
But see reason.
Do it.
Juna, if you take my side, I might be persuaded to spare you. Am I not worthy of your affection? I'm more of a man than that bastard Luis could ever be.
Over my dead body. I am Giovanni's Cygnus. I am no one's trinket. My life is my own to protect, and I will accept nothing less.
Is he gonna backhand her again?
What? It worked? Well, you're not invincible.
You just slapped him. It wasn't
What's going on here?
potentially
Let
fatal.
me help. Your powers have intrigued me from the start. You and your friends. You call it an archetype, right?
What?
I thought as much. Surprising, though. I'd written them off as a myth.
Oh, 100% it's a challenge. Over my dead body.
Still, now
We
that
can
I've
arrange
seen their
that.
power a few times, maybe I can do it myself.
Very well, O lodestar who wanders in sorrow. O thou anguished traveler who hath borne the weight of parting from the start. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the King's Road. Now, awaken.
Look at me. What you see now is my commitment to my song.
Well, I hate that transformation. Quickly, sing into the heart mic.
Behold, my voice rises from the depths of my heart.
Not gonna lie, I would totally want a microphone like that. Just reminds me of Jonathan Davis's mic stand.
How does she have the same power? She's just a damn singer.
Never underestimate a
Well, now she's a dancer.
Every song is a burden, the weight of a lifetime. I have sung 1,000 songs. I've known their power my whole life. Whereas all you've ever been is a lackey. My music is lost on you. Listen and learn.
Do it! Chew them up! Tear them limb from bloody limb!
I would have just been like, this is mine now.
I see. So this is the power of an archetype. All it takes is a change of mask, and I can be whatever I want. Poetic, really? Especially for me. That's just as well. You can lend me your strength, too.
This isn't the kind of thing you can just imitate. You know about this power?
Not much. It's been a while. Now, I hope you've had your fun.
It's been a while, so she's done it before?
Shut up! Just shut up! I'll crush you with my own hands. A duel, then. You can die together.
Like, with how easy it is to actually do, like, metal casting and shit now because of 3D printing. I kind of do want to get a custom mic stand. Masks to use additional skills. Wow. So that's where the masks come in. Seeker's mask is currently equipped to obtain new masks, visit special experiments in academia.
Fine. He wants a brutal fight, and he's about to get one. Let's give him hell.
Gates 1 physical repel. Increase 1 ally's attack for 3 turns, and increase success rate of skills that inflict status ailments.
How's this?
Did she just... No, that was the enemy.
It's okay. Let's work together.
Deals extreme magic fire damage to all enemies. Decreases hit and evasion for 3 turns. Okay. Roar.
With me now, Hector! Take this!
Oh, nice. I almost saw them recently, like, back in, I want to say October in Salt Lake, Utah. The reason why almost, I'll actually pause. But yeah, I almost went to see them live.
Maybe not. Your turn.
Right?
I will lend me your strength.
Give it all you've got.
Burn!
Take this!
Yeah, afterwards, like, a lot of other stupid shit happened in that relationship, and I'm like, Originally, I was torn up about it, and then she kind of was being a massive asshole afterwards, to the point she literally broke into my apartment. Police got involved, all that jazz. She stole some shit. She stole my underwear.
Hector!
But yeah, police got involved, got a temporary restraining order, pushed for a full restraining order. May see that in court here soon.
Lend me your strength.
Get after it, love.
Burn!
I don't even want that underwear back.
Stay strong, Hector!
I do want the socks back, though. Those were nice socks. Those are Bombas.
Please, after you.
Let's set it up.
If you would.
Rightful king!
Fire!
Help me!
Magician White Mask.
Okay.
I saw Avenged Sevenfold at the B&B in Camden when Rev was live. Yeah, that sucks too. I had the reverse situation of that. When my buddies was going to see Sabaton live, got VIP tickets because his girlfriend also liked Sabaton. And then like 2 days before the concert, she broke up with him but still expected to go to the concert. And then the buddy called me and was like, "You want to go see Sabaton? I got VIP tickets." I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I met Sabaton. I have pictures with him. With their original drummer and a fill-in guitarist. And then the rest of it, original members. The fill-in were the original members. Like, they started Sabaton when Joachim Broden was, keys for Sabaton? Before he did vocals for him. Yeah. So yeah, I got to see Sabaton live. That was actually the first time I saw Sabaton, actually. It was a VIP show, and highly recommend seeing Sabaton. They put on a great show. They've played Corollas Rex, which is one of my favorites. But even better, they play it in Swedish. I'm like, fuck yeah! The version that sounds the best.
What do we do? If we let him run off, he's obviously going to rat us out.
But killing him would give us a lot to explain. Maybe we should work out some kind of deal.
Take his pinky.
Idiots! It's the oldest trick in the book!
Ha, we're higher ranking than you.
Why? What's happening?
Just making sure. Yep.
No. I'm the future king. I can't. I can't breathe. Why?
Well then.
Is he dead? So the magic protected us. But why now?
Fucking.
What the hell?
One of the shows that I did in Colorado, I opened for Trivium, and this was like a week or two after Matt got jumped in Florida, him and his manager. So he refused to leave the tour bus until it was time for him to go on stage, which I understand. But at the same time, I would have been like, yeah, I got to hang out with Matt Heafy, which the Legacy of Kane comic that is actually being pushed through. I forget who's doing the art, but they're doing a digital comic where there's also a soundtrack for it. And Matt Heafy and Clayton, Matt Heafy from Trivium and Clayton from Cell Dweller, Circle of Dust, Scandroid. Both of those people are doing a collaboration. So two of my favorite musicians are collaborating together for an online comic. I'm just like, fuck yeah. I highly approve of that. I'm curious because Matt Heafy's style is so very, very Trivium, and Clayton's style changes a lot. That's why he has bands like Scandroid Cell Dweller and Circle of Dust. One's more industrial, one's more electronic metal. Electronic rock originally. And Scandroid is 80s synthwave themed. So I'm really curious how the Legacy of Kain digital comic soundtrack is going to sound.
Dead? You lot kill him?
No! He's the one who attacked us! And then the king's magic did all that to him!
That the truth of it?
Oh, he snuck into Count Luis's private quarters. Must have gotten in with all the confusion of takeoff, I suppose.
Right? And why did the bloody thing take off like that? We could hardly believe our eyes.
Oh, well.
Somebody's gullible.
You know me and my indulgences, boys. Perhaps I got a bit carried away, but we're in Brilehaven. I simply had to see the night view over the city.
You having a laugh?
Anyway, then Gladel went from crass to violent. That's when he stepped in to help, right?
Yes, that was a close one.
Totally. Close call.
Crikey, Lady Juna, I'm sorry. Sounds like you've had a right awful evening.
Hold on. You were supposed to be at the soiree, weren't you? That's a lot of ground to cover, isn't it?
Why? One would think you don't believe us, Fidelio. I'm wounded. You truly doubt me.
Well, no, just...
Suppose that means the rat was Glodell. Lord Louis said we got a traitor in our midst is all. We came by thinking to catch him.
Is that so? Well, hadn't you better report back? Shall we make what we can of this party together?
Your throat all better then, Lady Juna?
Yes, much better. He gave me such a thorough examination after all. He took good care of my throat.
Yeah.
My tongue. My lips.
Mine was...
Come a bit earlier.
I was so close to meeting him, and I'm sad I never did. I also had a chance to see Cell Dweller live back in like 2011 or 2012.
Let's leave the guards to their cleanup and get
It was during the Black Star tour. Sad I didn't go because I would have seen Blue Stolly as well.
Yeesh, looks could kill. Scary.
So Gladel was our rat, was he? And he's already...
Tooth Grinder sounds really familiar.
Afraid so.
The two of them were the only ones who left the soiree early. Sounds like Gladel overstepped, and Lady Juna and the new lad had to fight him down.
Or it could have been the other way around.
Too right.
I never was interested in watching or listening to Bullet.
Witnesses to the scene.
I never got into that genre of music.
Gladel was a right
I feel like that's borderline,
the king's magic protected
like,
him. Their story goes that he attacked them and got petrified to death for it. If that's true,
without pushing too much, I feel like Bullet for My Valentine leans more towards emo music or emo rock or whatever. I never got into that type of music, so I never really liked Bullet.
the boy'd have to have the stand-in for it.
That fact is no longer in question. I received a report a short while ago. They say your face has emerged on the King's Rock. It appears your stunt with the Sanctoress earned you some renown.
Hey, good for you, pup.
And that's how the magic got to Gladel.
Since we were in more danger than we know, but the risk paid off.
One wonders what you stopped Gladel from doing. What was he after there?
Who knows? We were hardly in a position to ask.
Wonder if he was on old Forden's payroll.
Nah. He'd been a damn monk
nice.
with those necks since the race had barely started.
I suck
Tried
at
to
pool.
snuff him out in the wild, too, not anywhere he'd have had an audience.
I refuse to play pool with anyone.
Forden has been kind enough to whip the people into a frenzy over this race. I'll step in and reap what he so graciously sowed. From here on, you will serve as my eyes and ears.
I'm glad we've cleared your doubts.
Results are all that matters to me. Let us see what scheme Forden devises for the next task. Until then, you may take your ease in the city.
Man, Luis was real easy to convince.
Oh, and with Gladell out with the rubbish, might I promote him to the role of my chauffeur?
Are you serious?
Is it so strange? He does have his own gauntlet runner. In fact, I'd better go make sure it's up to my standards.
Let her do as she pleases.
Yeah, no, I've always sucked. I got people with darts, though.
What's wrong, Del? Looking a bit green around the gills.
Gladell was an ambitious man, yeah, but is that enough to justify him looting Count Luis's personal quarters? What was in it for him? All right.
20. Dang it. I lost the bet.
Sorry for barging in. A bit late for introductions, I expect. What? You haven't told them about me yet?
I can't tell them what you haven't told me.
So, can I assume that you are one of us? That is, we too stand alongside Count Luis, but how to say it?
I think you and I were after the same thing in old Luis's room. You really weren't told.
Don't tell me you're the other agent Grius mentioned.
Grius? Is he the one who died at the Grand Cathedral? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'll...
Minor details confidential.
If I get
So I
even
never really
to
knew who the other agent
the
was.
8, I
But
scratch on that
understand the
100% of the time.
The curse on His Highness the Prince can't be lifted by conventional methods. So we either kill the caster or get the formula.
I see. So you and Grius were the two prongs of the operation. You get the formula, he hunts the caster.
Ever since the King's magic made it impossible to kill Luis, I've been ready to meet up with a new contact.
Yeah, my grandpa,
One so young.
when I used to visit him before he died, he had a dartboard
I'm pretty sure
in his basement, and every time I visited, I'd just be playing darts for like 2-3 hours at a time. So I actually got pretty decent at it.
Luis were, you were
his lady love. God no. I wouldn't be caught dead in that madman's quarters unless it was to rob him blind. No. Luis keeps me close because he likes my voice. That's all. He made the lines of that relationship quite clear, with no room for messier entanglements.
I think that clears up your place here. But I have to say, you're risking a lot for a side job. Why go to
I think it's funny that both of us have like weird talents in certain things. But collide with music.
And I happened to be around where a resistance
That's funny.
operative was doing a spot of recon.
So, in sooth, you were strong-armed into this?
What? No. Quite the other. I requested to join. When fate beckons, one can't just turn her away. A singer's whole self is built off all she experiences. This seemed like a chance for a once-in-a-lifetime inspiration for my art, and nobody else had a plausible way or reason to get close to Luis. So, you could say our interests aligned.
All that just so you could grow as a singer. You really are devoted, and fearless to boot.
I know what I'd put my life on the line for, that's all. You all have something like that, don't you? A devotion that anyone else might see as foolish.
Yeah, he told me that.
The girl's bold as brass. No wonder she's got all the crown's subjects by the heartstrings, eh?
He told me the same exact thing. This was probably around June last year. He told me that when you guys were playing Monster Hunter. I believe that was you. But yeah, he was like, you guys would get along real well. And then I just never shot you a message. I'm real bad with that.
Well, half of it might be because of my birth. A Midia girl's got to be bold to step out into this world at all. Though it's hard for most people to understand why. Singing is everything to me. To truly stir even a single
But yeah,
soul.
no, I know 100% he was talking about you.
Well, anyhow.
Maybe.
That's what's going on with me.
It would have been Monster Hunter Rise.
For now, so he doesn't start suspecting anything.
Sunbreak content.
Objections? Captain?
We'll be counting on you.
I knew you were the sort of man who knows what to say. Glad to meet you as a proper comrade. Gets your heart going, doesn't it?
Has become my ally.
Well, didn't see that coming. But I guess we've got another ally now. Our journey looked pretty precarious at first.
Yeah.
But it's gone surprisingly smoothly.
Yeah, because I remember...
Let's see this through.
Since you're the like front half of foot amputation. But I remember you saying that you were going through like physical therapy, still in the hospital. Food basically sucked. Yeah. Shake my hand, Gallica.
Gotta get back on track. Anyway, welcome aboard, Juna.
Yeah, I figured, Oxy. Yeah, I never took any painkillers for my finger.
Let's decipher the formula we found. Hopefully we can finally break the curse.
July or September? Then yes. I don't know, around like June, July, and September, I was focused on my show, streaming, work, and my finger. Oxy was for your chest. Yeah, I didn't... ultimately, I didn't take any painkillers for my finger. Mostly because the insurance company closed my case and I couldn't get anything medical-wise or medicine-wise. So, like antibacterial, it took me so fucking long just to get a pill for the bone so my bone wouldn't get infected. I was so pissed, and they still haven't even answered my email from last week, so I need to call them again. I fucking hate my representative. They're supposed to have 24 hours or less to respond to an email. It's been 7 days, 7 work days for them. So yeah, I'm livid. I've been dealing with this for about a year now, or almost a year. 2 months shy.
Actually, Grease's notebook mentioned a Rella in the margins. Seems like he had it in mind to bring it to her.
Rella? The girl they call the Saint?
Saint Rella. Indeed, she would be the most
Right.
qualified. After the attack on His Highness, we sent for the kingdom's best healer. It was she who answered our summons, and she who saved His Highness from certain death.
Hold on, the best healer in the kingdom? That attack was over 10 years ago. That so-called saint looked
Unfortunately, no, I'm way more
Rella was
spiteful
a prodigal talent, one of the most
than they
gifted
give me
at the
credit
Mage
for.
Academy. Even as a child, she outclassed her teachers with an igniter.
Wait, you know her?
I'm afraid she's a bit out of our reach now, though. She left a while ago to return to her work at the royal capital. We couldn't manage such a trip under Luis's gaze.
Wanna bet?
Well, a trip to the royal capital would hardly put us out. We'll just pip over with a bit of magic. No, really, it's dashed convenient.
There are some conditions, but we can travel instantly to a few specific places.
Well, no sense waiting. Let's be off. Right. All yours.